Howdy, everybody, and welcome to another fan meetups, care of Fan Expo, and the upcoming Toronto Comic Con. I'm one of your fan ambassador hosts, Jeremy Johnston.
I'm your other fan ambassador host, Angelo Corsino.
Yeah, and they've already started coming out with some guest announcements for Toronto Comic Con, which is coming up at the end of March break. Some guests from the new One Piece on Netflix, and a couple guests from Ahsoka, the new Star Wars series on Disney Plus. So it'll be interesting to see, who else they can bring out. So stay tuned and get your tickets while you can. It is a smaller event, and I know that they often sell out. So we like to talk about Dungeons and Dragons as always. This is our Monsters of the Month show, and we're joined here by a bunch of other players.
So why don't you share your screen, Jeremy?
Okay.
And we can do some character introductions and player introductions. Tell us a bit about who you're playing and who you are, if you wish. And we'll kind of get that starting. And we're going to go from right to left here this time, as opposed to our usual left to right.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And so starting us off, we have
All right.
Felicity.
Yes. So I will be playing Felicity. Felicity is a divination wizard, level 8, hex blood, and has some somewhat famous parents that I won't mention just in case it's a spoiler. But yeah, they're very friendly. They're not evil. But
that is probably a lie, knowing Jeremy.
Probably right. Yeah.
All right. So next up, we have Nalia.
Nala is a Tabaxi cleric of peace. So she's just wandering around and whatnot. So peace be upon you. Oh, I'm Camille, by the way.
Yeah, Jeremy already did himself an introduction, so he didn't go and do that part again. And next we have is that Nyatalia.
So hi, I'm Timmery McIntyre, or Timmy for short, and I will be playing Natalia Koshkevich. She is a small variant Tabaxi, 4 levels in Ranger, 4 levels in Bard. Very peppy, happy. She will bake things for you all the time. And she is on this adventure because she is looking for honeyberries that grow in the forest.
I love the last sentence,
Honeyberries.
by the way. I know what it means.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, we have Spanner.
Hey, so for some reason, just a warning, my computer doesn't like this interface and it keeps stopping my video. Anyway, Spanner is a petite 6'5" furbog artificer. She's sweet dispositioned and is in the forest. She came across an old map and she's just curious as to where it goes. What's at the end of it? It just has a big red X on it. And she just wants to know. I'm Lindsay. I don't know if I mentioned that. Sorry.
All right. No worries. And then last but certainly not least, we have Anthras.
Hi, I'm Jeremy, the other Jeremy. I will be playing Anthus, who is a Shatterkai rogue. He has runes all over his skin and whatnot, including some that are actually carved into different items that he is currently carrying with him as well. And he is just a wanderer, so he ends up in odd places from time to time.
All right. So now that we have our party kind of introduced for this, let's bring us over to. So you come across what looks to be, you guys have been walking through the forest, and you come across what looks to be a little kind of lake, pool kind of thing. And you look, and there are 3 ladies swimming in this lake. And they see you guys kind of walking through the forest, and they just kind of start waving.
totally wave back.
Mm.
Oh,
I-
hey!
Hello.
Yeah, would you like to hear about the word of Nula?
Oh, absolutely. You should come over here and tell it to us.
But it's wet there, and I have fur.
Yeah, don't worry. The water's really nice. It's great for swimming.
But have you seen a cat when it gets wet? It's not pretty.
I'm sure you will look stunning.
Really? Oh.
I did not really bring my clothing for swimming.
I'm gonna
That's-
go up and start sniffing the water.
It smells like water. It's a
Yeah,
little.
like-
It smells a little stale because it does. It seems to be pooling here. It doesn't seem to be running.
Oh.
It's probably not healthy.
Do I see any fish?
Over out this way, you see like small little like bait minnows, like tiny little ones. You don't see anything kind of substantial.
Oh. It smells stale, and it looks like you're like swimming in fish poop.
I don't mind swimming.
So Felicity gets right into the water, and they go, "Oh yes, excellent! Join us. Come swim with us."
So, what is the lighting like here? Out of curiosity?
In this area, it kind of opened up. It's kind of like mid afternoon, mid evening, like early evening, not
Mhm.
mid evening, but it's cloudy, so it's not like bright and sunny, but it's daytime.
Okay.
Since Anthus, Natalia, and Spanner are within 30 feet of me, they get embolden bond.
Oh.
So one half of the aforementioned doubly blessed for peace clerics, and yeah, so this one over here starts swimming up to Felicity. And goes, "Oh, it's so nice of you to join us in the water here."
I love swimming, so every opportunity I get, you said the water is nice, and it definitely seems to be.
It's like, it absolutely is. And she starts to reach out a hand to kind of touch your arm.
Yeah, that doesn't seem unusual to me.
Okay. No, that's fair. And as the hand makes contact, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'll try.
Mm.
Let's see, did that come through?
17. You do make the save, but and you could feel like something was trying to influence you in some way.
Oh, okay. That was odd. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm completely fine. You could see that like she's looking at you with kind of like not quite disbelief, but like there's kind of like not an alarm, but a somewhat of a surprise that you managed to resist it.
Oh, damn. Yeah. It felt like you were trying to gain some sort of control over me. Maybe I will use my action, if you don't mind. I have an item called a Helm of Telepathy, and I wouldn't mind using it to read their surface thoughts. Maybe that will give me some insight into what they were trying to do to me.
So your surface thoughts are the surface thoughts are kind of just along the lines of it didn't work.
Okay.
Usually works. Now I have to pivot. Got to think of something else, kind of thing.
Pivot.
Okay. Would you like to try something else? I say that out loud.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll work this time. I don't know.
So the other ones start, swimming casually up.
Yeah, sure.
This one kind of like looks kind of at them. What are the rest of you doing while this is happening?
I have a question. Is that a rock that you can sort of
That
like
is
get up?
absolutely like a rock that you could get up on.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
kind of what I
Nala's
would use
gonna
it.
jump in and cat paddle for all she's worth.
Mhm.
which is not very good. So there's a lot of splashing and spitting. And
Make some
she
room for
gets
you.
out and she looks like a drenched cat.
Mhm.
You know, and she tries to do the shake thing, but it doesn't work very well. Yeah, and so now she's all droopy and wet fur, but she's on this rock.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
I'm sorry, but you guys lied. This is not nice water. See, look at
What?
this.
so give me like an insight perception or insight check, whichever one you choose, as you get
And
up on that rock.
while all this is happening, Anthus is being a Shatterkai. He in general is a little suspicious, especially as like of these sorts of people because they seem too happy. Um, he's going to trace along a couple of the runes he has and speak a couple words quietly. Uh, the rune then disappears from the item and basically casts Longstrider on himself.
All right,
Insight 26.
so insight 26. You're looking around and you didn't catch it at first because the illusion was very good. But now your nose is suddenly like assaulted with like a fetid smell. It's kind of like little bits of like rot and such. And now that you've seen it, you can start to see like the illusion kind of fading around you. And as the illusion fades around you, you
Oh.
find yourselves in a fetid swamp.
Oh,
Ew.
gross.
Even better.
Guys,
And
this is like totally illusion. This is such a gross swamp. Look at what it's done to my fur.
It's a good
Oh.
look.
you notice that the facades of the three swimmers also begin to fade. Ah,
Oh,
crap!
boy.
I deleted it.
Oh no!
Oh my god, they disappeared!
It's
This is
never
why I do not go swimming.
it's never a dull moment when you're playing with tech. Look how fast I fixed that. And you can see
Lickety
that their
split.
appearance shift and change into much more
Oh.
horrid looking form.
Now they're even hotter. Look at that.
They look very friendly now.
Oh, and
Look at the
entirely
smiles.
so.
They're,
Mm.
Look
they're
at that
very
smile.
smiling.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Look at that
Oh.
complexion. That's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And
These
you
are-
hear movement coming like from off to the side, close to where Anthus is, as if they were being very still
Oh,
and hidden.
sneaky.
Oh.
As the entire illusion
Oh,
begins
boy.
to fade.
Yes.
And I need all of you to roll for initiative.
It's ladies' night. Look at this.
Girls' night, girls' night. Well,
Oh, sorry. Computer.
Okay. As I now try to catch up, because I was talking. All right. So you see the kind of like 5 of them seem to kind of come out of the wood. 3 of them were very hiding in plain sight, so to speak. And the other 2 were blending into the illusion. One was kind of like the shape of a rock, the other was the shape of a tree.
Dig
Wow,
it.
look at that sexy one down to the south.
I know. Yum. My Spanner's initiative should be 11. I got a little trigger happy with my clicking.
That's
He
all
doesn't
right.
have.
Okay. You also can start to hear movement behind some of you, especially the ones that were further back. But they haven't
my
they
gosh.
haven't kind of appeared yet. All right, so Anthus, you were being very vigilant and seeming like looking at this with much suspicion, and due to that, your reflexes have not failed you, and you were quick on the draw.
Now, is it still with the illusion gone? Is the lighting the same, or is the lighting?
It is darker now. It's no longer. It's still not like dark or dim, but now you can kind of feel that there was like more overcast in the trees.
Mhm.
There are lots more shadows.
Okay. Well, then that is going to. So the first thing Anthus does is on his is he once again starts to trace another rune that is on another item he has, and speak a few words, and a cloud of fog appears above ish, probably about 15 feet
Okay.
off the ground or so, since it doesn't actually have to be on the ground, interesting enough. And then with his, so that would be his action.
Okay.
With his movement, he, using his wing boots, will move into the fog cloud, and then as a bonus action, will hide.
Okay. So like no place like home. Fly up.
Yes. And then hide.
All right. So bonus action hide. It's 20 to stealth. That's pretty good. You feel pretty hidden.
And that would be his turn.
All right.
So then,
So this lovely hag over here starts to kind of like begins to cast a spell.
Which one is it?
It's this one over here.
Counter spell.
Okay.
Straight
level?
third level.
Third level. I would like you to roll, please.
Okay.
Yeah, with countering up to a 13th level spell, you manage to counter their effect, and the kind of like looks at her hands and kind of starting to reassess the situation. You get the idea that every time something happens, there's like a lot of wheels turning and a lot of planning that is going behind each of them
Okay.
as they start to move this way. Nala.
She is just gonna do the simple, which is on this hag, and this hag.
Okay.
She's just gonna cast Bane.
Bane. All right. So with that, need to make a charisma save, I believe. Yep. This one passes. That one fails. And then down here at the bottom also fails. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Anything else?
She is also going to back up just a little bit here.
All right.
And that's it. That's it for her.
All right. Which brings us to Felicity.
All right. I'm going to cast a spell at the purple-looking character that I counterspelled.
Okay, so this one down here.
Yeah, and here we go.
Okay, so that's an intelligence save on my part. Okay. 15 minus the d4 from Bane.
Yeah, the DC was 16 to begin with.
Okay, so 12. So then 12 definitely fails. Give me the
right.
damage.
Yeah, so the damage is there. It's not
21.
amazing, but it is 21 damage.
21 on 76 ain't bad.
Yes, and they're incapacitated.
They are. All right. Anything else?
It's probably a good idea if I move a little closer to our cleric. So I'll do that, and that'll be the end of my turn. Thank you.
All right. So this large one over here starts to kind of like barrel towards you guys. and it like reaches out its arms to kind of like wrap around Felicity.
I like hugs.
Hugs.
Hugs are the best.
Well,
Yep.
does a 16 hit?
No, it does not. It missed by 1.
All right. So with that missing, that will end this one's turn as it was trying to give you like a nice tight hug.
Yikes.
Spanner.
All right. Spanner is going to swing her bag around and take out. It kind of looks like a wind-up toy, but it's like a wind-up toy of an old man with a gun, and she winds it up and sets it down. And that's her Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
And its name is Peepaw. It's important.
Aw, I love
And then-
him.
And then Peepaw is gonna shoot, I guess, the hugger.
Okay.
And
See
These are
Spanner start to
things.
like pull out a bunch of stuff and kind of like assembles this cannon on the ground.
yeah. And I will visit. Oh God, why can't I find how to do this? It's fine.
It should be in that kind of like attack roll section for your.
There we go. That's it. I say that. There we go. Oh, wait, no, not you.
Always fun
Range
trying
spell
to find
attack.
stuff.
I know. Well, they've got the flamethrower.
Yeah,
It's-
it's got all the
that's
different
not-
features.
Yeah. Ugh. Sorry, I actually do know how to play this game. I promise.
The Force
But-
Ballista fires out.
All right. So, you know what? We'll just do. What's her spell attack?
Yeah, if you just roll it
Give
as
me-
a spell attack and then give me the damage
Yeah.
separate, that's entirely fine.
That's fine. Let's do that because this is taking too long. Roll. Computer.
What would an online D&D game be without some tech issues?
Yeah.
14 kind of just hits her shoulder and bounces off. It doesn't quite penetrate with the
Ah.
with the blaster force.
All right. And she's just gonna look panicked, and that's her turn 'cause she doesn't want to run off.
All right, so seeing the two of you down here, you notice that there are quite a few hags in this kind of area, and hags tend to, when they are together, they work together really well. We'll talk a bit about that in a minute, but as of right now, this one here starts to cast a spell.
Counterspell.
All right, as you counter the spell this time, at what level?
Level 3.
All right, you notice that you do not have to roll this time as it was a less than a third level spell. And the spell fizzles, and they're like, we don't like that one. And she kind of like points.
Right at me.
Yeah.
Aye.
So this one then starts to run up and also begins to cast a spell.
Well, I have no reaction left.
Oh no.
That's what I was contemplating. That's why I paused.
Yep. As, again, hags are much more powerful when they're in groups. They form covens.
Yeah.
And this one begins to cast a spell. And if no one else, I believe, has the ability to counter. So
No.
I need Felicity,
Yep.
Nala, and Anthus, Italia, and Spanner to all make Constitution saving throws. This one puts out her hands, and a giant blast of cold goes forth.
Oh no.
Also, you see that they don't seem to be too concerned with sparing their friend
Okay.
who made the save.
Wow.
And as the cone of cold blasts out, you all made the save, so everybody takes half damage. So half of 36 is 18. Everyone takes 18 points of cold damage as the blast of cold rips.
Ouch. Still hurts a lot.
And I need to do a
On
concentration.
the bane, yeah.
Yeah. I got advantage on that. I'm trying to remember how to do advantage.
If you hold shift,
Yeah,
it should
holding shift.
turn
Ooh.
to
Thank you. There we go.
Nice.
Concentration held.
Woohoo.
This one then kind of runs up and gets in between the two of you. And it also starts to cast a spell. Like, you notice that they tend to fight with magic when they can.
Okay.
They're not usually the most physical. They do have the ability to fight physically, but they much prefer to use magic when they and can I have a wisdom saving throw from our cleric friend Nala?
16.
You beat the DC and you feel your form start to kind of shift a little bit, but then you kind of pop back out as you manage to fight off the spell.
Yikes.
Bring us to Natalia.
So the first thing that she is going to do, she is going to cast Hunter's Mark on this one.
Okay.
So we're going to boop. And then we're going to pull out our longbow.
Mm-hmm.
That's only a 12. No, wait. We got, hold on. I've got the bond.
Yeah, emboldening bond will let you add a d4.
Okay, it's only a 2.
14 does not hit, unfortunately, as the arrow skates by, but it is Hunter's Mark.
Well, at least we've got that. And then she will probably scoot back a little bit. And that will be her turn.
All right. Bringing us to Enthus.
Okay, well, Anthus is going to quickly pop out of his cover of fog and survey, and then take a pot shot at this one here, given it's right next to people.
Mm-hmm.
If you can hit this one, it's incapacitated.
Incapacity doesn't grant like advantage.
Well, I should be.
You were hidden.
Yeah, hidden. So either or. So which one? Like I look basically.
Focus fire.
Yeah. Which one looks like it's been hit so far?
The two allies that you have. Other than that, I believe the only one that's actually taken damage.
Okay, then I'll target this one then.
All right.
And second here. For AC 27 for 24 points of damage.
All right, that one takes a healthy hit with an arrow.
And then I fall back into my fog cloud and hide again.
All right, this one is incapacitated from the psychic lance, which will bring us to Nala.
Nala is not happy about the people that are around her,
Reasonable.
other than Felicity, and she's worried about Felicity. So she is actually going to cast Death Ward on Felicity.
Okay, so it reaches out a hand and puts up the death ward.
Okay.
Any bonus actions?
None.
Right.
That's it for Nala.
Which will bring us to Felicity.
Okay. I think I'm going to upcast Wither and Bloom, and I'm going to. I'm trying to look. These two aren't. Yeah, they have 10 feet in between them, so the spell has a.
It's a 10-foot radius. If you put it in the
10-foot
middle of
radius.
them, it will hit all three. If you put it in the spot.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll do that. Let me just cast it here.
All right. Okay, so that's a Constitution saving throw for all three.
And then it also says that one
One of
creature
those has Bane.
twice.
Yes. Yeah, so somebody can spend a hit die plus your spellcasting modifier. Either you or
Yeah. You. I'm wondering if I should heal, or do you need more heal, Nala?
it looks like all three of them made the save, even with the Bane. Oh no, this one might fail with the Bane. We'll
I'm
roll.
okay for the moment. I'm not even half, so I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
That brings it to a 17.
Okay, so I'll roll one of my unspent hit dice, and I'll have +2 on it, I guess.
Fun fact about that Wither and Bloom with spending the hit dice, if you are a sorcerer with a Bloodwell vial, that will trigger the Bloodwell vial, restoring you some sorcery points.
Okay, so I'll get 6 back because it's in addition to my spellcasting modifier.
Tough luck on the D6.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Anything else from Felicity?
That's it. Thanks.
All right. This one looks incredulously over at the other one that just blasted them with cold. They made the save, so they didn't take too much hurt out of it. But they then look over and say, "Not again," before turning back and once again trying to wrap up Felicity in a hug. 27 to hit this time.
Yeah, that's nothing that I can shield against.
All right,
Yeah.
so you take 29 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh,
as you are just being crushed in the arms of this giant hag.
okay. Ouch. I guess.
That you are currently grappled but not restrained.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh boy. All right.
Big ouch.
Big ouch.
Yep.
Bringing us to Spanner. You just watched this thing, like you heard crackling, you heard popping as this thing started squeezing.
This is very distressing. All right, first, Peepaw is going to shoot at the big bulbousy hag and miss. God, Peepaw.
Sometimes
Oh,
the dice
20
just don't
does not
that.
like you today.
Peepaw, come on. And then, since Peepaw kind of didn't do so hot, Spanner takes what looks like a screwdriver from her hair and spins it, and there's little gears on it that super heat, and she flings them and casts Scorching Ray. All three of the Scorching Hot gears are going to hit the big bulbous hag, hopefully.
Okay.
We'll see.
17 hits.
All right.
For 8.
There's 1, 2, 3.
Got to roll the attacks for the other 2.
You know what? You're very picky, and I understand that.
I really am when I'm DMing.
Well, no, it's just the one thing was open, so I was just like, I'll just go ahead and.
Well, the
Stop
second one definitely
opening.
hits with 25.
All right.
And 18 will hit as well. So
There you
all
go.
3 did hit anyway. I just wasted time.
No, you didn't. We're very proud of Spanner. Go, Spanner, go. So,
You're just upholding raw.
Anything else from Spanner?
she should move. Probably is a wise thing to do.
Definitely, maybe.
Should move down this way. That's that's her turn.
Got it. Which brings us to this one over here. This one up top, kind of like looking around, trying to spot where the good angles are and like where people are standing. Kind of moves into this spot, kind of over here, and starts to cast a spell.